Mr. Tim, he was down here, what, the other day?
Doing fire when I spotted the tire on the tractor.
This tire? Yeah, that tire's fine. What the heck? Well, it's flat, Tim. That kind of pisses me off. You know that? You know why?
Why?
We haven't used this tractor in how long?
No.
It's been a long time. Just sitting down here, the tire went flat. I kind of got a feeling it's got something to do with the cold weather. Right, Tim?
Yeah.
So somewhere, somehow, the cold weather caused something to shrink up enough, maybe in the valve stem, and boom, she ran out of air. And then there is no air in this thing. It sounds like a tube tire, too. Better not be.
It's tubeless.
It is tubeless? Okay. Well, alright. Well, anyways, Mr. Tim, we need air down here. Because I got to see if we can figure out where this thing is leaking from. Anybody like good tires? These Agramax BKT tires, I really like them. Especially on this. I'm going to put these on the Roro, on the 4960 when it's all fixed. It's either going to be those or it's going to be Trelleborgs. These Trelleborgs seem to wear really nice too. Got quite a few hours on these and I think they work really well. So anyways, Tim got this tire inflated and we went to start it to move it, and of course the batteries are not dead, but they don't have much of a charge in them. Hopefully this thing will fire up. I don't know why in the hell he's got the camera on, but I think he had to. There's no. Man! Oh. Why is that thing turning on? Every time I turn the tractor on now, the thing goes on. It's weird. Anyway, shoot! Apparently it doesn't want to start. I don't have all day to deal with this shit. Well, anyway, I guess I'm gonna unhook it because I haven't eaten breakfast yet. It's like noon. But anyway, I'll come back to this pretty soon. Maybe I'll just hook the generator up to it. It's freaking cold though. And I gotta tell you, I really hate jumping them off of these lugs. For some reason, that doesn't ever work. And on this tractor, and I don't like giving up either. I ain't the type of person to do that. And there's only 2 batteries in this thing. Wow. There's 2 batteries in it. And of course, John Deere batteries. You know, these things run in the heat all the time. You know, it's kind of funny. It doesn't make any difference where they're hooked to. The old tractors were a little different than this. But anyway, alright, I guess I'll just let it sit there and cook a while. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so here's what I've decided to do. As you can hear, I've got a generator running here on the battery charger. Now this has a 300 amp start mode onto it. And it's also got a 12 volt 70 amp. Well, what you do is you put it on that 70 amp for about 10 minutes. And that'll put more charge in than what that little alternator does on that truck. Now, if you don't know it, an alternator on the truck is basically just a maintainer. When you turn your lights on, it'll generate enough power to run your lights, your blinkers, your horn, and everything else you got running inside your vehicle. But if you got a dead battery in your truck, that alternator has to work so hard to try and charge that battery up to its full potential that it actually burns the diodes out of your alternator. So, if it's a quick jump start, you hook it up, you know, let it sit on there for a couple minutes, and then jump it and it fires right off, you're good to go. No problems with the alternator, but when it's sitting there charging for like an hour, you're going to burn out the alternator in your truck. It just isn't worth it. So that's why I brought the generator down with the battery jumper, and we'll just get these things charged up because that battery charger is meant to charge a battery. So anyways, we'll let it sit there for a little while on the 70 amp circuit there, and After about 10 minutes of that, then we're going to go full on charge on that 300 ampere and give her a crank, because 300 amps is a hell of a lot better than an 80 amp on that alternator. It just burn that alternator right up. So anyway, stay tuned, because here we go. Okay, so it wouldn't start. I wanted to try it before I put it on film just to see if she would turn over. And I don't like failures, but anyway, it was a failure. It wouldn't turn over. Damn thing don't seem to have enough cold cranking power. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on that 70. Maybe I'll do it on 30. And we'll leave it on the 30 amp side there. But the other thing that I've done is I went and I got an extension cord and I plugged in the block heater. This block heater only heats the engine block, so it's not as good as the 7410. 7410 actually heats the water and it runs back the transmission and heats that oil up too. So I kind of like that one better than this one, but what are you going to do? You know, beggars can't be choosers at this late in the game. I just plugged it in and it definitely pulling a draw on that generator, because this is only a 2,000 watt generator. So 1,500 watts is going right into that block, and the rest is going up into that damn battery. So yeah, here, maybe you'll be able to hear a difference. You hear the difference in it? It's crazy. When you unhook that battery. Wow. So anyways, that's 30 amps. That's going into that motor, or into those batteries. That's heating the block up, so we'll give her about an hour or so, and then hopefully she's warm enough and it'll fire right the hell off. Alright, stay tuned again. This time I'll see. Okay, I got her set up. Let's see if she'll fire. Wow, that was simple and uneventful.